the game to talk about, and you're gonna see it just from this picture, man. Man, oh man. Um,
Yeah.
um, we got to talk about it. Before we even get into the game, I just want to just talk about Arch Manning for a second because fair or not fair, right? Shador was under the same pressure, being Deion Sanders' son, and what comes with that, right? And the same thing with Arch Manning, right? He is the nephew of Eli and Peyton Manning, and the Manning family, and there was so much hype being given to this quarterback. He's going to be the next, the best quarterback since Joe Montana. Basically, he's going to be the number one pick. He should be giving, the highest NIL deal because he's the best ever. But clearly, if you saw this game, he was a deer in the headlights. And don't get me wrong, for any quarterback, that's going into Ohio State with 108,000, 110,000 screaming fans, playing against the defending national championships, that's a tough environment for any quarterback. But you would thought with everything they said about this guy, he was going to come in and just kill it. But let's switch to the score for a second. But it was
Heisman hopeful.
right, right, exactly. He was the Heisman hopeful. He was basically the guy that was going to save the day. But as you can see here, Ohio State pulled it out,
Great game.
14-7. It was a great game. Now, some people say it was a snooze fest because it was all defense. But man, this was a defensive game. The corners, the linebackers, the D linemen, they came to play. They showed up and showed out. And you just saw Arch Manning, man. He just looked so uncomfortable. Easy throws. He was sailing over people's heads. Matter of fact, in the very end of the game, you really got to really see how much Arch was struggling because literally it's 3rd and 5, and this is the last possession. Easy drag route, flat route came right across the middle, and he throws the ball right behind him, and the receiver has a hard time turning around to catch it. Just simple throws Arch was really struggling with,
He
and
didn't
Ohio
lead them
State
to it.
he didn't lead into
Yeah.
it, and Ohio State took advantage of it because shout out to Texas defense, man. Number 18, that linebacker LaFau came to play. That D line came to play. I feel so bad for
Number
Texas
11
defense.
too.
Yeah, number 11 as well. They all number 11 Ohio State came to play. So it was really a great game, but man, I think it was too much expectation of Arch being the next big star. Let him prove himself first before we want to put this much pressure on this guy. But your thoughts, Dad?
Well, I'm happy to chime in on this because the simple fact is y'all had everybody. Paul Feinbaum had him. Oh, Heisman winner, Heisman
Right, right,
hopeful. Cleveland Browns want to mess up their season and tank for this man because they want him to come out, and another guy on Clemson, they want him to come out. So I'm gonna
right.
chime in a bunch of stuff, but Archie Manning got time to grow, just like Shator got time to grow in the NFL. These are things that are the same but different. The man got a great offensive line that protects him. Archie Manning couldn't hit the throws and hit the seams the way he's supposed to. In that last drive in the end of the game, Archie Manning did a good. If he could play that calm and get that touchdown, but do it in the first quarter, it would have been a different game.
Right.
Hats off to both defenses. Ohio
Yes.
State played
Yes.
and Texas played. Number
Yes.
11 on Texas and number 18 on Texas did a masterful job as linebackers. But the end of the game, people, the end of the game, what do count, people? That's how people make their money. That's how people get drafted. That's how schools go and win championships at
Right.
any cost. It's the W or L. Ohio State got the 14 points. Texas got 7. What counts is the 14 is more than 7. I know y'all all know that, but I just wanted to say it again. That's what counts. It was a tough game. But one of the things you got to do is get that W, and that W counts over everything. I
Absolutely.
believe in the future, Archie Manning will do a whole lot better,
I
a
agree there
whole
with that
lot
too.
better. But
Yeah.
I see. I want to hear what all the noise is going to be and what type of because Archie Manning, he got sacked 39 yards deep, so he should have threw away the ball. He should have got rid of the ball. Let's see the difference in the two, how that's being judged to what Shador did, because y'all made it that situation. People make it that situation, and it shouldn't be. There's two good fellas, and Shador's in the NFL now. He's a professional. Give him an opportunity. You got um, Archie Manning learning how to be in a big game. As my son said, 110, 108,000 screaming fans. The spotlight was very big for him. I
Yeah.
thought because he come from an established, well-known, one of the top NFL families in NFL history, just like Dion is. So I thought the spotlight wouldn't be too bright for him, but it's just a difference of showings. That's all. It's a difference of showing.
Eh, eh,
You put Shador in that helmet,
right.
and with that offensive line in that time, boy, he would have
And
got a Heisman then. My opinion only. Hit them comments and see if hit that like button and just follow up on this on our opinions and let us know how you feel about it so we could chime in and give you our response to your opinions on it. Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. And one of the things I would just add is that, like Shador has embraced, the spotlight, and that's because Dion kind of raised him in that. And where Arch Manning, he was just in the spotlight because of his name. He's not the type. Just looking at his interviews, that's all about, hey, I'm the Manning, and I'm here. This is my family name and legacy. So that's
Humble.
something he's really humble. This is something that he has to grow into, and you just saw like a huge contrast difference, right? And they're saying, hey, Archie, Arch Man is going to be the one to replace Shador if it don't work out for the Browns.
And
And I'm
there's
like,
nothing
hey,
wrong with the difference.
right, exactly. I'm
There's
like,
nothing
wait,
wrong with the difference.
exactly. And you look, if we looked at it for just a second, just to kind of piggyback back to the game, um, as you saw, like Ohio State didn't really do much on offense. I mean, if you look here, you're talking about what, 126 yards passing. That's all he really had, right? Texas defense was lights out. You look at total rushing, right, 89 yards. It was definitely a game of defense. But if Arch Manning was just a little bit more comfortable, if he was just a little bit more patient, took his time, I think Texas would have won this game. I still think Texas and Ohio State may actually meet each other in the national championship. That is very, very possible still. So we could see how that happens. But other than that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because there ain't no more to say. That was a good defensive fight between the two, between Texas and Ohio State. I commend their action. They was ready, but once again, you can't give nothing up. You
Right,
can't
right,
give
right.
nothing up. You know
And
what I mean? That's all. That's in any sport.